we're gonna go by train. I figured out how the bus works. You know that thing I said about figuring out the bus? As I understand it, this was a mining town. It's cute and all, but you know. Well, good morning. It is Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday, September 5th. It's about 5:50 in the morning. I am headed to the train station. One last view here of where I was. I will say overall, the area where I was staying in, definitely where you want to stay. Very cool. But I am excited about where we're going. I have no idea where we're going. And so this is very exciting. So the train station is right there. So I'm gonna get to the train station and then figure out how we're gonna figure out where we're going. I have a lot of people out for not even 6 o'clock in the morning yet. I'll pick a track, 1 through 3, 1 through 4, and then I'll go wherever that track goes along that line. Do I want to stay there? Do I want to go? Etc., etc. So we'll just do a decision-making tree until we get somewhere where it tells us to stop. All right, let's draw a number. We got 1 through 4, randomize. 4. Okay, well, so at 7:37, we can go to Krakow, or 7:45, we can go to Warsaw. All right, let's flip a coin. Heads Krakow, tails Warsaw. Heads. All right, we're going to Krakow. I've been to Krakow before, but that's okay. Maybe we'll stay there, maybe we won't, we'll see. All right, so there's actually a train leaving to Krakow like 15 minutes earlier from a different track, but the spirit of the law is that we go to the place where the track says we're going. So I think we're gonna do that even though it's a different place. The spirit of the law says it's the same thing. Plus they have a first class and they don't have first class available on the 737, and I'd rather be on first class and Polish train. So let's book that. All right, the app wouldn't work, but let's just go to the machine here and see if we can get the machine to work. All right, well, it says class 1 wagon not available, second class from 27 euros, but then the Polish Regio at 737, which is the one I was gonna take, we'll just do that. Go. €6 for that ticket. That's awesome. All right, we got our ticket. I gotta find some breakfast. I noticed there is a pastry shop up here. There's also a McDonald's. Honestly, I'm gonna see if the McDonald's has breakfast. I don't think they do. They have them at breakfast at a couple places in Berlin, but let's see if they have breakfast. They do have breakfast. We're gonna do breakfast at McDonald's, guys. Sorry, not sorry, yeah. $5.34 for breakfast at McDonald's. That's amazing. I haven't had breakfast at McDonald's in so long. I'm so excited, actually. Don't judge me. All right, I'm excited about Krakow. Been before, but I'm excited for a couple reasons. One, if I do end up staying there, it's a cool city and I haven't recorded there, even though I've been there. So that would be nice. 2, it's a bigger city with a lot of connections. So I think if we go there and we're told to move on, then we'll have a lot of options. So I saw, I guess I gotta randomize it, right? There's a Starbucks here and they have a pumpkin spice latte already. I'm a middle-aged soccer mom when it comes to pumpkin spice lattes. I love them. So I guess we need to roll and see if I can get a pumpkin spice latte. Heads, yes, tails, no. Heads. Yes, I can get a pumpkin spice latte. 1 for a small, 2 for a medium, 3 for a large. 2. Okay. Grande pumpkin spice latte. It's good. Always hits. All right, so it's about an hour and a half to Krakow from here. So, okay, I just got to Krakow. Now I gotta determine whether I'm staying here or moving on. Station is a bit bigger than Katowice. Okay, I am here by departure TV. I think it's time to flip a coin. Heads we stay, tails we go. Heads we stay, tails we go. Okay, tails we go. I was kind of hoping it was going to be heads, but all right, let's figure out where we're going. Okay, well, I think we have 5 platforms. We got 1 through 5, all right? Okay, 1 through 5. 1 to 5. 4, Gdynia at 9:30. All right, let's check platform 4. So it looks like Gdynia. All right, I've messed around. I'm trying to figure out the where this Gdynia place was. See if I wanted to veto it, but I only said track 4. I didn't say which train I had to take on track 4, and I've missed the train. So I'm gonna see what the next one on track 4 is and take that. From the looks of it, it kind of looks like that track goes to Gdynia a lot. So we may just be going to Gdynia, but we'll see, which is fine. It looks like it's a cute little city on the Baltic Sea, so that would be okay. And of course, once it goes without saying that it may not be our last stop. We may just have to go somewhere from there too, depending on what the clip says. Okay, yeah, so apparently the paperboard is right. So the next train out of 4, platform 4 is Auschwitz. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go look on the paperboard and see if that's all throughout the day that it's going to, because I could just stay here and go later. But let's go see the paperboard, then we'll make a decision. All right, so it looks like 1:40. 1:40. We can get in. We can leave to go to Gdynia, or then at 2:37 we can leave and go to Warsaw. So Gdynia at 1:40 or Warsaw at 2:37. Let's flip for that. All right, heads Warsaw, tails Gdynia. Heads Warsaw. All right, we are going to Warsaw at 2:30. It is 10:06, so we have 4.5 hours to explore Krakow. 14:37 goes through Warsaw and gets there at 17:26. The Gdynia-Glauna train that leaves at 13:40 goes through Warsaw also and gets there earlier. So we're just gonna get on that train and go to Warsaw. It'll get there at 4:20 as opposed to 5:30. So we'll just go to Warsaw. We'll just go to Warsaw on the train that would have been on Gdynia. I think that doesn't violate the spirit, because that's just the time, right? We're going to the place that I decided based on the roll. So I think that's okay. Now let's buy a ticket, because I don't like sitting in second class on Polish trains. All right, quick change of plans. Going to Warsaw, but the 14:38 ticket was like 3 times more expensive than the one at 11. And there's one at 11, so I'm just gonna take the one at 11. It's the spirit of the game, right? We're going to the same place that we had chosen. And then when we get to Warsaw, I guess we'll determine whether we're staying in Warsaw or going on. It's kind of fun, guys. So we'll get into Warsaw about 2, and then from there we'll have to flip to see where we go. I know there's a bunch of options from Warsaw if we do get out, but man, I've expressed before that I think Warsaw is my favorite city that I've been to in Europe. I absolutely love Warsaw, and I've recorded a video in Warsaw just for video's sake. I prefer not to stay in Warsaw, but it's not gonna hurt my feelings if I do have to. Okay, this is pretty fun. I am afraid of kind of getting into a loop where I get to Warsaw, then it tells me to go back to Krakow, Warsaw, Krakow. I think if that happens, that's gonna be an automatic veto. It doesn't count toward my vetoes, I guess. I don't know, that might just be an automatic veto. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do it. I don't know. Okay, so this is the train, first class. I've traveled second class on Polish trains, and it sucks. It's like cramps. Problem with this is too, I thought getting first class would avoid these cabins, but apparently not. Apparently it is still the cabins. I'm gonna be right here. It is so hot in here, and I can't imagine having the window down the whole time, but guess we'll see. It's so hot. Get there at 2:30 though, so not too long. It's like 2.5 hours.
I should slow it down, take it easy. I just keep on staring at my phone.
All right, dicey exit, but we have made it to Warsaw. The thing is, I don't want to go any further. Nope, but I'm gonna roll the dice. And if I have to, I will veto, because I'm kind of done right now. It's really hot on the train. I'm really hungry and I don't feel like going any further. Heads we stay, tails we go. Heads we stay. I didn't have to worry about it, so we're staying. I'm gonna go ahead and book a hotel, and I want to get a sandwich or something. Actually, I guess I better flip again, see if I'm gonna stay here tomorrow night or move on tomorrow. So heads we stay, tails we go. Tails. All right, we're moving on tomorrow, so only one night here in Warsaw. It's a nice big station. Oh, I don't want to. Thought about getting this salad place, but that looks like they ask a lot of questions, and I'm not doing that. All French. All right, let's get a pretzel over here. Well, I guess I better flip for it. All right. Heads yes to the pretzel, tails no. Heads. All right, still got a pretzel. I got flat white from here. So I'm gonna sit here, get a hotel room for tonight. I'm gonna try to get a semi-decent hotel. Not very expensive, but semi-decent with an air conditioner, because it is so hot. Having that air conditioner last night was so nice. I booked this Osir Polna for the $69 for tonight. Almost a little bit more than twice as much as I paid for last night, but that's okay.
I don't care about the consequences. I think you know that too.
So it took me a minute to find this place, because it's basically a spa gym, which I didn't realize. And so I found my room after a little cab ride that I will tell you about in a minute. This is the room. It does have an air conditioning, which is nice. Cool little room though. I'm pretty impressed. 70 bucks though, you know. So I fell for one of the biggest scams when traveling, and I know better. I went to the taxi line. Instead of calling Uber, I know, just call Uber. I always just call Uber. I went to the first taxi. He said, yeah, sure, I can take you there. So he took me to where I needed to go. 300 zloty, which is like 60 euros, okay, for 2.5 kilometers. With an Uber, that's like 22 zloty, okay? So I was like, I am not fucking paying that. I'm sorry, I'm not paying it. So I sat there and he was trying to argue with me that taxes, oh, he's got to pay taxes. I'm like, well, I'm not paying 300 zloty. So I ended up paying 150 zloty, which is like 35 euros for a 2.5 kilometer ride. And it's my fault, 100% my fault. But I was not gonna pay 300 zloty, absolutely not. What I think, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. I am really tired and I'm hot. So I'm gonna try to let this get cool off, maybe take a little shower, take a little nap, and then we'll get out and do a little bit of exploring. Right, it's about 5:30. I decided to get out and do a little bit of wandering. I have not been to this part of Warsaw for sure. I thought I'd just wander around until I got hungry, then I'd get some dinner. I kind of want to stay another night tomorrow, but it was like 70 euros for this hotel. So if I do stay, I'm gonna have to find someplace a lot cheaper. It's just way too expensive. I don't know, I might veto leaving tomorrow and then just go home from here. I've got a tour on the 9th and I'm kind of running low on the money I want to spend, so we'll see. So it looks like there's a big highway here. I think I got to go that way. Kind of looks like everyone's walking that way. Looks like there's a church that way. Maybe I'll go see what that is. Looks like there's something up here. I'm gonna check out and see what this is up here. If I see a statue on a pole, I'm gonna go look at it. That's just who I am. Let's figure out who this is. Okay, so this has dates from 1939 to 1945 for Russia. My guess is this is Polish resistance who died in the war. People in the Polish army who died in the war, because it's on all these different sides. Oh, I mean on 1610, 1629, 1588, 410. 1831, yeah, this has to be like Polish for Polish army or Polish, yeah, 1920, Cameron. I'll have to look up and see what this is, but my guess is this is for, you know, I said in the last video I was here, this whole city is about struggle. This whole city, like, they memorialize struggle and resistance everywhere in the city. There's so much of it here. We're so fiercely proud of it, and they have every right to be so. Kind of a nice view too, honestly. Kind of a taller point to see the city. don't know which way to go. Take a right, heads, go straight, tails, tails. So we go straight. This not having to make decisions thing is kind of nice. So I'm not really like a pat yourself on the back kind of guy. But since January, I've lost about 50 pounds, which I don't know, I'll put the conversion kilograms on the screen. I do pounds because my accountability buddy is in America, so he uses pounds, so it's just easier. Anyway, I was sitting at 275 pounds at the beginning of January. Today I'm at 215. And I say that because doing this is so much easier, so much nicer. I'm not constantly just physically exhausted from walking, and my feet don't hurt like hurt all the time. It's so nice. My tours are so much more doable. Like walking, I've got 2 tours scheduled for 2 days next week, and before I would have never done that. This is a cool area. I remember walking around here last time I was here at night, desperately trying to find some place to eat, and I couldn't make up my mind because I didn't know what I wanted. But we've got that solved today. We're gonna let chance decide tonight what we eat.
I stand here red-handed with the evidence. The simplest expression is of infinite. I'm sent to experience.
All right, before I get too far, I want to explain how I'm doing dinner. So I made a roulette. And it looks like a lot, but really Polish, Asian, Indian, Italian, and then I put McDonald's and Pizza Hut. Now I put like, I think I put 4 Polish and then 3 of everything else, and then 1 of Pizza Hut and 1 of McDonald's. So the point is, if you get, like, it's a very, very small chance you're gonna get McDonald's or Pizza Hut, but I thought it'd be funny to put those in there as options. I wanted to weight it a little bit heavier for Polish food, obviously being in Warsaw, but I also am open to anything because I've eaten a lot of Polish food in my like 3 trips in Poland. So I'm okay with not eating Polish food here. So we're gonna roll this and see what we get, and that's what we're gonna have for dinner. Italian. Okay, we are doing Italian food for dinner. That sounds good, actually. I haven't had Italian in a long time. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna look, maybe I'll just look on Google Maps and see what the highest rated Italian food restaurant nearby is, and that's what we'll have for dinner. Sounds like a good plan to me. That's what we're gonna do. So looking through these Italian restaurants, I've seen 149. I've seen a 4.8 and a 4.9, 2 4.8s and a 4.9. 3 4.8s. I'm gonna disavow the 4.9 because it doesn't look like there's a lot of reviews. And the 4.8s have a lot of reviews. We've got 3 4.8s starting from the beginning, so I'm gonna pick a number between 1 and 3. Numbers 1 through 3. Number 2. All right, so we're going to the second 4.8. 1.48. All right, this is the second 4.8, and how many? It's a lot of reviews, so we're gonna go here. And it seems pretty moderately priced. It's a 30-minute walk, so I think by the time we get there, it's what, 2.5 kilometers. We'll walk it. By the time we get there, probably be hungry. So let's get to it. The city is a lot like Berlin, in that you'll see these various architectural styles in a block, like this, and then this, and then this more classical style. I have no idea time frame wise when any of these were built because I don't know the history of this city like that. This looks like it's a little bit older, but I don't know. But it's like that a lot in Berlin. You'll find these random architect styles in one block. This is cute. But they have some good cake in there. Yummy. Not on the menu right now though. And I do want to say that I am not like cheering my goal. I have not reached my goal. I am like 30 pounds away from my goal. My goal is 185, but I think 3 or 4 more months I'll be there. Then the real work begins of keeping it off and exercising and just overall being healthier, feeling better. The goal is never the goal. It's just a waypoint along the road. There it is. Cool. So this random palm tree in the middle of the street here is a memorial to the Jewish people who died in the Holocaust. Over 3 million Jews in Poland died in the Holocaust. The single largest country, single largest loss of life in any of the countries in World War II in the Holocaust. I think it's pretty cool. All right, 2.5 kilometers later, we made it right there. I just had to work off my dinner before I got here, I suppose. That's actually not it. It's up here. It's this restaurant right here. Yeah, this looks more like it. Look at this restaurant, it's tiny. Oh. Thank you. Give it sweet. It's a good one. Good choice. I haven't had a glass of wine in a while. That's really good. This place is so cute. It's so small. Get out of here. Oh my God, that is so good. Get out of here. That is so good. This meal is so good. It may be a top 10 meal. It's definitely top 5 Italian. It is really good. I've said this before, but I love Warsaw. Warsaw might be my favorite city in Europe. I could see myself living here. It's amazing. It's such a great city. It's like Berlin in a lot of ways, but it's very internationalist. And there's so much to do here. There's so much to see, so much good food to eat here. I can't put my finger on one thing that I love about Warsaw, except for it just, as the kids say, it has a vibe. There's a vibe to the city that I love. I know this audio is terrible, but that meal was amazing. I know I couldn't record really much in it because I mean, literally there's like 5 tables, tiny space, no space outside to eat. Although he said they were all reserved, but it looks like they're all empty right now, but whatever. It was really good. May have been the best gnocchi I've ever had in my life. It was so good. And I think I'm gonna wander. I think I'm gonna wander up to Nowy Swiatek, which is like the main street. Maybe find some dessert and a coffee. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had 3 glasses of wine. I might be a little inebriated, just a little. Can't read that, but I think it says Solidarność or Solidarity. I think this is a Solidarity movement memorial, but it's a little hard to tell because it's so dark. Yeah, it is a Solidarity memorial. Apparently, rollerblading is a thing we do. I'm not sure what's going on, but apparently everybody is rollerblading. Look at all these people rollerblading. So apparently they have night rollerblading. Who would have known? That's pretty cool. This is pretty wild. I have never seen this in my life anywhere. I do think it is just about time to get some dessert though. To see, it is what? 8:15? 8:15 feels like dessert hour. It feels like we can do dessert. Let's see if we can track down some dessert. We are getting close to the old market, which is super touristy, and I didn't had the worst pierogi I've had since I've been here in the Alt Market. But hey, we're here. Let's cross the street. It looks like there's stuff over here. Perhaps we can find something over here. Okay, anytime I see a Hard Rock Cafe, I know I'm probably not in the right area for good food. But man, like, how hard is it to mess up dessert? You know what I'm saying? All right, I tracked down some dessert. I got a caramel mocha, apparently. And the guy filled it with cream to like this high. And like, I laughed, he laughed, we all had a good laugh. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to eat that. So I took some of it off, put it on this little pastry that I got, this almond pastry. It is damn good. It is good. It's so good. This is royal. United Nations and bonding and making me look like an idiot, I'm perfectly fine with. The coffee is okay, but that pastry is out in its world. Man, that was really, really, really good. It hit the spot. I think I'm kind of done. I think I'm gonna wander through Old Town here a little bit. It's so kitschy, but it's kind of cool. I may wander around here for a little bit. It's getting late, it's almost 9. This is late for me. I'm not usually a night owl. As you can tell, most of my videos don't take place at night. But I may wander around for a minute, then take an Uber home. I don't feel like walking. So, I love Warsaw. I don't know if I've said that 5 times yet, but I love Warsaw. If we're being honest, the old town, the rebuilt old town, is the most kitschy, most touristy, least interesting part about Warsaw. But I mean, it is something you have to see, I suppose. And you can go into the palace here to have tours and things. I'm not going to do that. It's closed down. But yeah, there's so much better things to see in Warsaw than their old town. But you know, I guess it is one of those things you have to see. I've got to spin the wheel for planes, trains, and automobiles. It makes me feel like I'm going to throw up just thinking about it. We'll see tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be like 32 all weekend. Ran and found a police officer. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this 3rd episode of this series, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This has been such a fun trip, such a fun journey looking back on seeing what I did. I definitely look forward to doing this again. So stay tuned next week for the 4th and final episode of this series. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.